whoa, whoa. Let's take a step back. Let's make it a little simpler. Today, I'm gonna tell you the 5 most important tap steps that you're gonna wanna know as a beginner. We're gonna go over what they are, why you need to know them, and how to do them. Let's do it.
Turn the lights down, watch them go down. No, I'm never gonna slow down.
Today's video is about helping you know where to get started as a beginner tap dancer. Now, before we jump into those 5 steps, I have a resource I'm really excited to offer you. It's a checklist of the single sound steps that are foundational to all the other tap steps. It is super helpful. I really want you to have it as a roadmap. So go ahead down in the description and grab it. Okay, let's go. The first step is a ball change. So if you've ever taken a jazz class, you've probably also done a ball change. It's common in tap also. So you're gonna pick up your left foot, I'm gonna pick up my right because I'm mirroring you, and you're going to take the ball of your foot or your toe tap, you're going to step back on it, and then step back on your other foot again. So essentially what you're doing is as you're stepping back on the ball of this foot, you're shifting your weight, and then you're changing it back, okay? Ball, change. Try that. Ball, change. Okay? And then the other, so let's switch it around. So now you're picking up your right foot. You're going to step back on the ball of your foot. Ball, change. Ball, change. I like to think of it as a rocking motion. I'm going to reference baby tap recitals. If you've ever been to a dance recital, you've seen this before. When they do ball changes, they tend to
1, 2, 3, 4.
really lift up that front leg. Ball, change. But that's not what we're going to do. We're going to rock back on it. Lift it up and put it back down. The other side. Ball, change. Okay, number 2, the shuffle. You probably heard of the shuffle before. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick up your foot. I'm choosing to pick up my right, so it will be your left if you're mirroring me again. And you're going to strike the ball tap of your foot out. This is a brush. And then you're going to do what's called a spank, and you're just going to do it back. So again, just on the front tap, okay? So you're going to lift and you're going to brush forward, and then you're going to spank it back. Now, again, if you were at a little dance recital of amazing, beautiful little children who love to give it their all on stage, you're gonna see this swinging motion where they're almost hitting their bottoms in the back, right? The full range of motion. Again, we don't wanna do that. We're gonna keep it right underneath us, and a good way to think about that is by striking right in front and then pulling your knee up. Just thinking about pulling your knee up, okay? So you shoot it out and pull that knee back up. Let's try it on the other side. Also, while you're doing this, just shake out those ankles. It's super easy when you're tap dancing or learning to tap dance to get tight ankles. It's not helpful. It stresses out your feet, makes you sore and tired, and it doesn't give us the best tap sounds ever, okay? So just loosen up those ankles. So when it's here, it's not super tight, it's just loose. Just hanging there, okay? So other side. See, I'm pulling that knee back up. Okay? Shuffle. And I'm kind of doing it turned out for you to see. But we can also do it parallel. Sometimes we can do it turned out. There's also a lot of other fun ways we can do shuffles, but that is the basic shuffle. Okay, the third step, a flap. So if you've mastered the shuffle, or at least you feel comfortable with it, I find that the flap is really easy to do next because it's as if when you went to do a shuffle, instead of pulling it back, you got your shoe stuck on some gum out there. So, and it gets stuck. Okay, so you're going to brush with your toe and then just put that toe tap right down. Brush toe, brush toe. So again, you're lifting from the knee with a nice relaxed ankle. You're not swinging it back and keeping it way out there. You're just going to keep it right underneath your body. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Good, let's try on the other side. Ready? A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. And again, I'm doing it a little further out just for you to see it, but even it could be right underneath you. Good, one more time on the other side. Flap, 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 flap. And it's called a flap, but as tap teachers, we love to say flap, flap,
Flap.
because it sounds just like the step, but it is actually called a flap. Okay, let's jump into the 4th step. This is the reverse of a flap. We call it a spank step. So when the shuffle, you learned the brush forward and the spank back. So this step starts out, it spanks back, and then you put that toe tap down in that step. Spank step, spank step, spank step, spank step. And you see, again, my knee is lifting up, placing, lift, place, lift, place. This frees your ankle to not have to do all of that work. shuffle your leg and your foot is just along for the ride. Great. Other side. Spank step. Spank step. Spank step. Spank step. You don't have to do this with your arms. I'm just doing it because that's what I'm doing.
Row your boat.
If you need to hold on to something while you're doing this, if you need to hold on to a chair, if you need to sit in a chair for balance sake, go ahead and do that. Don't hesitate to do what's comfortable to make sure you're really figuring out how these steps feel in your feet. Okay, the last step is the buffalo. Shuffle off to buffalo. Raise your hand if you got the reference. Did you get the reference? Okay. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna start by picking up your foot. Again, I'm picking up my right, it could be your left. And you see how it's crossed in front. Okay, my knee is bent. It's crossed in front. I'm going to hop onto it, onto my toe. I'm going to shuffle. We learned the shuffle off to the side. And I'm gonna hop back on it. Step, shuffle, step. Step, shuffle, step. Step, shuffle, step. Step, shuffle, step. Good, let's try it on the other side. Pick it up, it's right in front of you. Again, it looks flexed, but it's still loose. Ready? Step, shuffle, step. Step, shuffle, step. Step, shuffle, step. Step, shuffle, step. Okay, so there you have it. The ball change. It's in a lot of other steps. It's also very common in jazz and other forms of dance that you might want to know as well. Next is the shuffle. The shuffle not only is one of the most popular common dance steps, but it's the foundation of so many other things that you will learn in your tap journey. The third is the flap. If you love steps like the time step, flap, it's right there. It is that little step that is thrown into everything. The spank step is how we reverse it. So you don't want to only be tap dancing moving forward. You want to be able to go backwards as well. So that's a way you will now have it in your body to reverse it. And finally, the buffalo. It is just so fun. The buffalo is so much fun. And you can layer it by making it a double buffalo, a triple buffalo, and so on. So it's a beginner step that you can make much more complicated very easily. Great job, you did it. Okay, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I will see you next time in my tap room. Bye.
Turn the lights down, watch 'em go down. No, I'm never gonna slow down.